So we know there's a drain behind the shed. Yeah, Joe kind of nicked it when he was digging back here. I'm going to pour some water in the sink first. I'm going to put some blue dye in it and pour it down the toilet. All right, first test, we'll see if the drain is cracked too, which it shouldn't be. So one of the things that we need to do is figure out this plumbing. And there's a shutoff valve right there, which is good. And assuming the plumbing runs in the wall here. But we have to figure out a few things. First of all, the pipes in the other side are cracked, and down here by the water heater, that one's split, so that's gonna have to be replaced. No telling. Well, yeah, you can see the other side of the wall. I'll show you. But there's the sink drain that goes down. We don't know if both drains, the toilet and the sink, go down in the same place. So that's going to be one of the things that I'm going to try and figure out. I'm going to dump some water down there and find out where it comes out. I don't even know. This is probably still full of water from a long time ago. So I'll have to open that up. Let that drain. I got Joe's sink all set up, and I just put a mirror there for him so he can take a look at himself. Kidding. To get the grease off the face and whatever else. Alright, so then around the corner, at least these we can get to. Wow. Hang on, I gotta move my stuff. That one down there is that cracked one from the water heater. That's the other water heater one that looks okay. These guys have a little bit of damage. Okay, a lot. They're gonna have to be replaced. And shoot, they're all gonna have to be replaced. Oh. Yeah. Hopefully the sink drain should be okay. That's going in the foundation, but yeah, we need to replace this whole system here. And hopefully nothing inside the wall in the bathroom. That'd be a nightmare. Yeah, just a minor crack in it. Look at this. The whole thing is just split.
Okay, so I'm editing for Sharon today, and there's an electric wrap in the wall, you know, so the pipes don't freeze inside of the wall. I don't know if she's gonna put that on one of her next clips, because I haven't watched her clips yet, but this is the shut off inside of the wall, and she's gonna do some investigating today to get us some answers on the drains and so forth, and where we got to start to get some water back into this new to us barn.
So I'm going to dump water down that sink and then down that toilet and see where they come out. We think they know, or we think we know where it's going to be, but not positive. So right now I'm going to go get some water. I don't know if I'm going to go in the pond, or I'm going to see if that other cattle water over there is easier. That's going to be pretty swampy, and it's real shallow. I don't even know if I could get even half a bucket. So let's go ahead and get that. There's definitely little minnows in the water. It's been in the 70s the last 4 days, and I guess I woke them up. And there's snakes out here already, because when I was Okay, so I am gonna go explore that artesian well, which is right up there by the pond. But I gotta do a little work first, and then I'm gonna go play. But I was always wondering how deep this was. Oh, this should work out perfect for dipping that pail. I can get to it through the briars. Oh, I can see the bottom. Well, I mean, I can see the bottom. It's maybe 2 feet, maybe 3 feet, but it's nice clear water. Look at that. Wow, nice. Very nice. Almost go swimming in there, Joe. Now there is a metal pipe over here, right there. So that must keep it at the right height. But this is part of that system they got connected with that other pipe that I was showing you the other day. So let me get this water out here. Boy, if this stayed full all the time, even if it was just, the 3 feet deep, I mean, that would be a great water source. Non-potable, of course, but might be a good water source for up by the barn there in the cabin. I mean, is it like perfectly clear? No, but pretty darn close. Close enough to take a bath in. Alright, so yeah, I had to go spend $25 at Harbor Freight, but then I got a free pail. And of course, I got him straps, the ones that he broke, which I think he wanted new straps. That's probably why he let him break. But anyway, he's got new straps, and I got a new pail. So let's bring it on back. So we know there's a drain behind the shed here, because Joe kind of nicked it a little bit when he was digging back here. Okay, he pretty much destroyed it, but it was by accident. So it's pretty dry in there. I'm going to pour some water in the sink first. See if that comes out here. And then the second pour, I'm going to put some blue dye in it and pour it down the toilet. And we're not sure. They probably run together. And we don't know where the rest of this is, because it didn't just end. He kind of destroyed it here. So we don't know if it goes out back to that lagoon, if there's a holding tank back here, or we don't know. So let's pour some water down here first. All right, first test, we'll see if the drain is cracked too, which it shouldn't be.
Alright, now we're up by the road. There's an existing gate here, which is nice. The current driveway is right up there. So this is where I'm going to go in with the machine. And I got to play the terrain here. See if I can't make a clearing or two. I know there's a good ridge back a ways, a few hundred yards. Be nice if there's a high spot up in here, but I don't know yet. We'll see. Alright, this section lays out pretty nicely for some smaller parcels up here by the front. We got them power lines that come through where they'll, a couple of acreage parcels up here will have access to power.
Well, I heard lots of gurgling, so at least the pipes are open. Let's go out and see if it came out. Alright, well that's definitely the pipe. Now for the blue test. I'm really hoping it's not the toilet, because then we got to figure out where it's going. All right, some blue dye test. Oh, that was probably a little much. Oh well. Oh, I need a stir stick besides my hand. Oh, here. Okay, here we go. Ugh, I don't want to touch that. Hang on. Yeah, trust me, I ain't cleaning that until I absolutely have to. Okay, here goes the blue. All right, here goes a blue mess. Well, at least it filled up the trap. All right, what's your guess? My guess is they both go down there. But we're still not going to know until we follow those pipes if there is actually a holding tank or anything like that. Okay, there's our answer. All right, Joe. I guess we need to find the terminal end. But hey, on a positive note, the pipe's clear all the way under the foundation. Gotta look at one positive thing, right? All right, that was a big success. So let's go get another pail full. And the next place we're going. All right, so the next place we're going, check out this line. This was where the mobile home was, and that's where we're gonna put a camper pad. That's why we got power right there. There was an existing sewer line right there that, yeah, Joe found that one too. Not his fault, but it's got a little cone there. We think we know where it comes out. Not positive, but one way to find out. All right, for this one, yeah, not quite so much blue. All right, like that. Find a nice little stir stick. Okay, that should work. All right, let's find where you're going. All right, let's go find it. All right, found it. Not exactly where we were hoping it was going to be. All right, so that bottom one is the water heater. Comes out from the water heater. The top one goes into the water heater. The middle one just goes to, well, that goes to the sink. But if we don't have it hooked up to hot water, we don't have to worry about that. All we really have to replace is this middle one, which would just be the cold line to the sink. And I don't know, the toilet should be okay, but that's behind a wall. I don't know.